27, who seconds ago was like the poorest person I've ever seen, but with all these towers, it's just got a cornucopia of things flowing in. You've got a Mjolnir.
Just look at all these auras.
I feel like they've hit their next item timing. The only thing that they're concerned about right now is the Aegis. And if you're forward, I mean, the amount of moves that you have to make are pretty limited. You realistically get one really good fight, and you can turn things around. But I just don't know how you set that up with the support duo that you have. MSS is a very good 4 player, but you sort of hamstring them by putting on a hero like Jakiro.
If Shiva's coming in very soon for J-Storm.
I would have much rather seen him on some sort of hero that can just straight up initiate or take up farm.
Yeah.
Like a kill threat.
Right. Oh, you are just gonna go out for the split push again, trying to relieve the pressure from top lane melee barracks going down. But J-Storm, I mean, there's no rush at this point. They're so far ahead of schedule, they can take this tier 2. They can wait out the Shivas, wait out for the second Roshan if they want. Because again, even as the Slark gets Scotty, there's still that big threat of these near instant initiations of Duel and the Blink last.
It's like Scotty, Lincoln's, and then a DPS item, and after that he'll feel comfortable fighting.
Yeah.
But before that point, it's so scary for him at all times. Like his entire toolkit, you don't want to have to use the Slark ult just to initiate fights. You want to be able to use it to play like the margins for your HP.
Right.
But right now against the Batrider and the Legion, that's sort of what you have to do.
Resolution building up for the Scotty. Completed the Mjolnir, because again, just a lot of little instances of damage that can spark. In fact, almost everybody, yeah, in fact, everyone is putting out some small little bits of damage constantly. So that can be a lot of lightning procs in this game.
Oh man, what a meta where it's 20 minutes in and your creeps that you're going to grab are still the Centaur Coursers and the Hellbears.
Yeah, this is pretty wild.
That's something.
10% magic resistance for each one of these for the heroes. The creeps are nigh indestructible themselves against a lot of this magic damage.
The Hellbear's better, right? It's got to be. It's a higher level. Yeah, it's got more armor and it does slightly more damage.
Yeah.
I guess the armor matters a little bit. If you're like trying to absolute min-max, you try to go for all of them.
Yeah, all hell bears.
But like, it doesn't really matter that much.
No, because all they're doing is just kind of sitting a bit behind your team, providing.
What a way to play Chen. Anyone can play Chen.
Yeah, honestly, there's no micro involved in this Chen.
You just wait, and then you pop your ulti when somebody gets gone on, and you're all good.
Yeah.
Like, I think 1437, like his creeps have been here for the past like 3 minutes.
Yeah. Because he doesn't even do the thing that Chen's used to do, which is like scouting out and stuff and like getting information. Like, nah, he doesn't want to lose a single one of these magic resistance creeps. He scouts out the Roshan is spawned, so that'll probably be J-Storm's next objective in line. The 30-minute bounty runes coming in, forward and taking the right side of the map.
I don't think you can give this up. And also, Yawar's deciding to go for the Lincolns because I think he realizes his predicament.
Yeah.
In that he can't approach a fight properly because of the items that, or the heroes that J-Storm found.
They gotta hit the high ground soon, and I think Snake King was the one who pinged it. I think he made the call, like, guys, we have to threaten this high ground because they're gonna be taking Rosh. We have to force them back if we want to be able to defend against Roshan. And if Roshan is already up, they're doing it right now, then we need something out of this. And unfortunately, a tier 3 is not what they get. Damage doesn't happen fast enough. In fact, somebody's going to get caught here, and it looks like it could be Pilot Die. Move spot on for a second. TP away, not going to happen. Taunted up. And the third duel of the game.
He barely got it there, dude.
Yeah,
the timer was just about to run out. And now you're going to go high ground again. And there's nothing really to stop you. Rezo's about to finish his Scotty. Like, the item payments are running up real nicely.
Level 20 talent, plus a cheese on Death Prophet, Rezo with the Scotty and the Aegis.
This is really night and day, though, for the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Now it's forward playing slow and having to deal with, to resort to split pushing and tempo controlling.
Alright, well, they're gonna have to, there's no more split pushing available for Yawar. He's This is pretty much the do or die situation. He's going to have to fight with his team. See if they can defend against this. Looks like J-Storm, just before they go for the high ground, want to make sure that all, or at least these 2 lanes that are easy to access are pushed in. Bottom, which they're going to go through, and mid, collect that greedy boy. Frezzo pops a spin as he sees the split earth coming his way. Yawar tries to steal a little bit of stats, but you can see how quickly he was threatened there. There is going to be a call onto you, but immediately intercepted by the lasso. He's going to pull that axe away from the Juggernaut. Now the Yules is actually going to be able to buy him a little bit of time, but the Omni Slash is still enough to finish up the axe. No buyback for Snake King, and the melee rack's quick to fall. It's 9 as well as Resolution are focusing it down. You can see they remain a little bit split, though, just to make sure there's no easy initiation for somebody like the Ice Path from NSS. Now they head towards mid, and split earth from CCNC. With this one exorcism, it's looking like they may actually just take 2 lanes. Pretty much have to dive in. Now the buyback comes out from Snake King as he finally gets enough gold or time, but it's a bit too late as there's only that range racks. He tries to make the call a little bit shy, though. 9 is able to get away. Turns out, J-Storm, well, it's not going to be Megas, but honestly, they've lost nothing for it. They can just wait for the next exorcism. They'll still have Aegis.
That was good trigger discipline too from Moo. He had his ult up the entire time, but once the buybacks came in, he still held it. He's like, you don't want to bait your team into a position where they have to overdive.
Yeah.
You just wait. They're taking buildings anyways. This is a game-winning move. They've done all the right things in this game so far. It's 33 minutes in. They're 1 racks away from, or 1 set. 2 range barracks
out forward. They know they just can't wait for J-Storm to go for another high ground push. So they have to try and fight them multiple times in a row. They do manage to get the call into 2. That's beautiful. The Ice Path follow up on Legion Commander Yawar. Tries to lay out the damage on a move, but honestly, it's so tanky, they just don't have a whole lot of damage. Now Snake King's going to die to a duel. Yawar just gets surrounded. CCNC has already gone down. Yawar goes down as well, and that's just it. GG is called. Honestly, this is looking like a rough game for Forward for the last 20 minutes, and pretty much as everybody kind of talked about on the panel, which was that J-Storm just have a really nice synergistic lineup, and it's not going to be a good game for Slark.
Yeah, and I mean, the silencer makes sense in a vacuum, but in the actual play, the hero feels really...
option because you have the Imprison against Axe. You don't need another. You don't need another power target. You already have Jug. It has to be one of those two, right?
You'd think, unless they want to pick the offlane hero, obviously, but you think it's going to be the carry hero here, or carry slash middle.
I think so, because I think you still kind of want to leave Mag open, and you see the Ember mainly is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
What if the Ember side lane switch up in a mid? Is there any danger to picking, like, say, the OD and having currently pretty far up right now. Fear still not level 2, and that may cost him a life if you are managed to get the lockdown there, but no such luck. They're going to try and deal with moves again. Pulling creep waves together. And taking some of these last hits. It's going to go... Is he going to burrow through? TP out. Coming back in, 1437, going to try and help burst down CCNT, but CCNT's actually fighting a little bit. Pops Fairy Fire, Sleight of Fist is up, but it's not enough to finish up 9. He's got MSS, does have telekinesis, but he doesn't have the mana for Fade Bolt. He needed 2 mana to be able to finish off 9. They could have at least gotten the counter kill, no such luck there. And what is happening over here?
He's going to do the TP trick. His move is building up some sort of weird creep resistance.
Yeah, some underground. The creep underground.
He's gonna free them. I don't understand.
It's time to leave the map, my friends.
Okay, that's a thing that I just watched.
He got a creep wave, and that's what's important. Creep
He's doing
wave
so much worse than this.
Looks like it may turn into some sort of fight with 1437 having this chance of an invis route.
There's a triple wave coming in right now. Is bounty runes?
He didn't grab it. Does manage to click a little bit faster, picks up that bounty rune.
Snake King's having an absolute free lane though, especially with the first blood.
Yeah.
He's well ahead of the pack right now.
Level 5 moves, just level 3 right now. 35 and 0 because he's getting all the extra neutral creeps as well. CCNC, how's he level 6?
On top.
He died to Kunkka. They are going to have a fight. They're going to be able to run down Moon at the same time. Still trying to finish off CCNT, who does manage to get the slight to dodge the torrent back over to top lane, where the pressure continues. Pile die laid out that tombstone. So they do manage to kill Moon, get a lot of damage on this tier 1 tower, which is, I'm presuming, what Moon is trying real hard to protect.
Yeah, he got caught in the wave, and it was a really nice tombstone positioning by Pile Die. He found a perfect angle to slow down everybody. It was impossible for the Beastmaster to get out at that point. Nice and easy does it so far for them. Is the downside is that the troll has been tri-laning or close to, so Reza will just naturally have the level advantage.
Yeah.
I could see. I'd say the downside of Rezo's hero matchup this game is it's not as easy for him to just move in on the Ember Spear mid, threaten with his ulti, and then take the tower.
Yeah.
Because Ember Spear doesn't carry. He's not worried at all.
And kind of same goes for Troll, right? He should always be able to at least get off Battle Trance to not die.
Yeah. Has he picked up a level yet? No. He's not 6 yet.
No, not yet.
That's the difference between tri-laning like this. Although you are winning your lane, you're going to get behind an XP to the guy who has the pure one-on-one. And that's why Snake King has to get a lot out of this lane to make it worth it.
Yeah. I think it also shows this Magnus and power that is boosting Resolution's farm.
This, I really like, BSJ had some really cool ideas, but one of the, I like concepts that simplify Dota, and when he said, you know, I'm going to steal this from him, but when he said, like, one team is always happy that nothing's happening.
Yeah.
And in this game, it's definitely J-Storm. Like, J-Storm is definitely okay right now with nothing happening. Because their mid-game timing is real strong.
For sure.
RP plus boat, their team fight is always going to be massive, which is something that I felt like they missed early. They sacrificed too much to make these like individual heroes work, instead of just having like the ability to push in together as 5 and fight.
Yeah.
That's why I'm okay with Mood playing Beastmaster, because, you know, he's going to just build the basic items, run with his team, rely on Roar, and pump up his Juggernaut. It's not for Protect 1 in the traditional sense. It's for buff up 1 and then sit behind him while he pushes towers. That's what I'm okay with. 4 people...
A carry that's actually being utilized rather than is just farming.
What is the point of having all this like prodigious net worth only to, you know, hit more creeps with it?
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, I really like the way, for example, your War's playing. You're using your net worth to further the game. Is the most important thing, I think. Like when you went towards
to bottom lane
to take that tower, it's like that you're putting your net worth to use. You're being a useful carry. Being a carry, I think, for too many people means I'm gonna farm, and then at 30 minutes I'll have a Midas Radiance, and I hope you assholes haven't lost the game for me yet.
Now, J-Storm, they just can't simply do nothing but farm the entire time, especially since they've been losing out in the map control off of towers. So they're going to go for a smoke here.
The smoke has to be fast.
Trying to lull forward until we're just farming, no big deal. That's why you see us off map. We're just hitting neutrals, and then all of a sudden they smoke up.
Hitting Ancients, guys.
Trying to aggressively go and take the fight at the 15-minute batting routes, but they do get Snake King. Is the one going to be axed back here into the boat, but he gets actually saved by the X coming after the Rubik. The RP, though, what a skewer in from Fear. Is that going to be enough? Resolution with a spin out. MSS is going to be the one roared as it knocks the Undying to the side. They do have a decent chain frost to almost finish off Fear. CCNC looks for it. UR will take that kill, but CCNC is going to be able to grab some extra ones here. Chains on Resolution, and the call now from Snake King. Resolution dropping low. He's going to die. No Cooling Blade, though. No extra movement speed, but they don't need it. It's 9. Is now going to be chained up. Oh, is that a 4-man RP? At least a 3-man RP. Skewer RP from Fear leads into a bad fight for J-Storm.
He couldn't get the ulti off in time on Jug. He held it for way too long there.
Yeah. And the fact that Snake King got that call, like you could tell Resolution was just about to throw up.
And the counter X.
That was insane, though.
Part of the problem with Rezo in this game is he's so afraid to pop the ult because he thinks like, well, they'll just battle trance or Ember will remnant it away.
Yeah.
The only time you're gonna have to cast your ults that's gonna be good is when they're RP'd, which they were, but he was spinning there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that feels so bad when you're spinning when you should be ulting instead. Obviously, he didn't know that Fear was gonna catch the back line like that.
Yeah.
Well done by MSS as well.
Was there a chance? No, I'm pretty sure I saw him in power on Resolution. Like when he was spinning, so it's not even like he was missing out on that cleave damage.
Yeah. I mean, even with
on him.
Oh, it's just rough.
BKB, second item for UR. They did have, I believe, a sentry that spotted 1437 as he made his way through. But
It was very well done by Forward, though. They didn't panic. Snaking got like the 2 different initiations off that were quite nice.
Yeah.
The last second call too.
I think that was the counter X marks the spot play You said that you've got this matchup against the Ember Spirit. I don't even think you're unhappy with the matchup against Axe, because he just is a sitting duck for a Torrent boat oftentimes. When he makes his initiation, you've got great counter initiate.
We've passed that time now.
Yeah, for sure.
With the Evil Scepter on the Axe. He no longer feels worried about it.
Also, let's just say I don't see this Lich, the Frost Shield is not protecting these heroes.
Dude, you did not feel the impact of this hero at all. Not in the laning phase, not in the team fights.
Hey, that is a Radiant Courier down, and now J-Storm very aware that all these heroes are here, but they may not be able to escape in time as they manage to get the call and a Culling Blade to finish him off. Actually, 1437 managed to intercept that one, but still, Resolution does fall. He's going to die as he's revealed himself into the trees. 9 going to be caught once again. He's going to taunt to his grave here. J-Storm lose another 3, and it's just been non-stop forward. Look at this.
That
The red block after block. It's just forward, winning fights and taking towers.
Ayo, BSJ, head over. I think the game's done.
Yeah, it's, I would not be surprised if J-Storm ready to call it soon. As that is an Aghanim Scepter already up for the Ember Spirit. Overshot it just a tad. What's cooking right now is J-Storm's demise in this game too. His 25-minute bounty ribbons are coming up.
Are we going to get 5, Captain?
Nobody's really creating space. They do manage to get the call onto the Magnus. He's dead as well. So much catch. They honestly can't show themselves with an Axe hunting you down and then an Aghanim's Ember Spirit. I don't know how you ever split push.
809 has found the Juggernaut every single time. Has made it impossible for this Jug to play.
And he's thinking about a heart. That is, that's just guys left as forward have quickly cut apart so many. They're going to be able to catch Moo here as well. 9 has the action, will move himself over to tier 4s, but tier 4s will not protect you from a rampaging forward as they grab another one, pick up Moo on his dieback as well. Why not just force J-Storm out of this game and show, yes, you took game 1. Yes, the analysts did prefer your lineup in game 2. People were talking about, are we going to see a 3-0, a 3-1? But no, forward strike back hard in game 2 and show why they've been the favorite of this regional.
We were wrong, and that's okay to be wrong because as BSJ says,
I wasn't wrong.
We all learned.
that he can see if the Earth is flat or not. And
Wait, really?
He tries to make a GoFundMe. I'm not even kidding.
I have heard of it
I
now,
put in
okay, yeah.
$200 monthly
Really?
to support that.
Did he ever shoot
I
anything up?
swear I do.
Has he shot one up yet? Or?
I think actually it was really sad because I thought it was a meme, but he actually apparently used part of my money and apparently other people's, and he built like a little engine thing and it went up and he injured himself. I need to stop doing that. Like that's,
You heard hurt
Not
flat
Vegas
earther.
Mike.
I just thought it was a funny meme because it gets refunded because it never hits the $10 million goal. Like,
Yeah.
who's gonna give Vegas my $10 million?
But okay, so they picked Mag again. Like in the first phase, do you? I mean, I'm not the biggest. He doesn't have the new one though. Oh wait, it hasn't been picked, so I don't know.
I was talking about this last game, right? They picked the Dirge instead of the Warlock. It's just nice counter initiation against the RP.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Nick?
What I was gonna say was much less important. I was gonna say, why does Warlock get to bring his column with him into the screen in the drafting screen?
Why really?
Because he's doing real analysis. Sorry, you guys can't see it on the screen actually, but in the drafting screen in game, he just has his column with him.
Yeah, it's weird, but I don't know. I don't like Mag in the first over. I just don't like Mag right now. After watching last game, I thought already that Mag game was better than versus a Beast Grim Warlock. Now I just feel it's even worse here. But at least you didn't pick your win condition, you say, right? You didn't let just Mag jug. You have somewhere else to go. If you really want, you could do a Terrorblade still overall.
I do like the Oracle here a lot for J-Storm. There's so much to remove. The Ink Swirling Lane, the Fatal Bonds, the save aspect of it. I don't know. I feel like you need something that allows you to be more aggressive.
Yeah, you have someone who can go in and not just be like, well, I hope I don't die. You have someone who can say, you will not die.
Maybe the Oracle was just too much. We were seeing in the Chinese qualifiers, though.
I was seeing
saw
that.
Oracle like first banned or first pick.
We saw it in the group stage in NA too. It just like completely fell off in the bracket here.
It's just, I guess, Oracle max support duo, if that's what you're doing, would be a little awkward. But like, what 5-position quote-unquote playmaker can you pick? You could just go on dying as well, like you did for gaming last game, because it's against the Beastmaster. Just kind of
You
shut down
actually
the
like that?
stage.
It's just hard to think of like an actual good 5, right? That's the problem with Mag. They do.
Instead, they just do Timber.
And when you pick a 4 Mag, right? Like you don't think about that. Usually your 4 is your playmaker. You don't think of a 5 as a playmaker, so there really aren't that many.
The
Yeah.
part is I don't like Timber into Grimstroke because when you throw up your Chakram, if you get the Phantom on you, what do you do?
You can't hit it.
You can't hit it. But you can't pull back your Chakram either, so you just eventually run out of mana.
Wow. my mind's blown. You also get
I've
like
actually legitimately never thought of that.
Dude, it's hilarious. I'm just sitting there going like, I don't know what to do.
Help me!
You're running around like this, right? That's what you look like?
Being around. Oh man. Forward, dude. It's really actually. I really don't like this. Like the golem blocking groups. I'm like, who do they have again? And then because his ball's blocking.
Is there a carry hero that you can pick against? I guess you'd probably pick your mid right now, right? Because you see the Ember Spirit. For is it just Death Prophet? Is it the ever exciting Death Prophet or Lesh? The 2 heroes they like to go for.
Especially Ford really likes the Lesh. I think if it was J-Star, it'd probably be DP, but I could still go on Lesh. Some of the group, I mean,
Especially against the 2%. Yeah, a lot more. What about when's Ursa gonna come back?
never.
I've suggested Ursa several times and nobody picks it, so I've kind of just given up on that.
I mean, what we saw one Ursa was Old Sug Gaming. It was like it was into so many counters, but like now people aren't picking it when there is no counters. So
What do you think do you think people just don't think it's very good, or are they wrong?
The funny thing is, the only time I've seen it
so much damage that I don't like. You almost cut through.
In the mid to late game, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I'm just talking lane wise.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because last game, the problem for J-Storm's mag lineup was the lanes went too terribly.
Right.
So now if you have a Timbersaw, because like, if you compare what Timbersaw should do this game in the lane, compared to what happened to Beastmaster last game, that was the big issue, right? Because they could never do anything because their offlaner was just gimped. And I'm already liking J-Storm's chances of getting out of the laning stage better this game, but I don't know why all of a sudden they're on the mag train. You know, that's a little
Yeah,
confusing.
2 in a row especially.
It feels like they're slowing down the pace of their game a lot.
But that's not what got them here.
I just think that the consistent factor for me and what's been winning is the ability to play fast and take fights. So far, that has been it doesn't feel like a 4 protect 1, let's go 80-minute kind of style. Both teams have won in 40 minutes or less by just kind of going for it. Even last game was like slower pace, but that was mainly because J-Storm was just getting shit.
The banned Crystal main, I really hope it's not just a Lich again for J-Storm. There's no way they picked that hero again.
The Wyvern or Oracle?
I still like the Oracle from when it was suggested.
Ban the Death Prophet. That'd be a weird last pick, but it does fit well. So NDP is always good.
It has to be one of those 3, right? I don't know. For J-Storm, last picking a 5-2 games in a row.
Let's go SD.
Is SC still in? Oh, he's the pick, 100%. Yeah. What?
You get to stop the Beastmaster roar.
Yeah,
Somebody
you
gets
get
bored.
Sven.
You purge the Sven. You slow him down. Oh no!
I was right. I don't know.
Does he just not play Shouting? That's the only explanation to me.
Isn't SD sick here?
1437.
Yeah, no, Shouting
No,
is
we
like
saw.
dope. Yeah.
No, we saw him play it already. So
Plus,
he
he's
definitely
really good
plays
with
it,
Jug.
yeah.
Like you send your Jug forward, and then you get a free Manta with his illusion.
Wow.
It's just they're drafted. Like it feels like they're setting their plan right. They're gonna live or die by it at this point. Like this Lich Jug seems to be their thing.
They did not do
Last
anything
week.
last game.
Exactly, and that's when.
How crazy is Sniper here?
Don't you want a lot of magic damage?
Doesn't he like bop them though in the laning stage, and then they have no hero that gets on top of them?
I'd prefer like. Let's see, what are the heroes? CCNC plays.
Puck looks pretty good actually. I like Puck. Now that I look at it.
And you like the solo course Fen against Ember and Juggernaut?
Quap, Mina, stuff.
Man, they just
Oh,
pushed it.
It's forward,
Keep
right?
going.
It's
That's
forward.
what I thought they picked forward.
Yeah.
They just took it last. Yeah.
Are you okay? Because I remember during the last series you were kind of upset about like the mix of when they picked their carry in their middle.
No,
Is it
it's
not as
fine
bad
here. It's fine, I think. Because the other game, you picked a Slark into like a decently bad Slark game. I don't think this is like a bad Lush game.
Actually, it might have been if they had an SD, but they do not have an SD. So after last game, I think Ford's figured it out. They let J-Storm get away with winning game 1. They've got everything they want. Forward gaming, easy game 3.
I think what was wrong last game for J-Storm is not going to happen again, but I think Forward has proven that like they're making J-Storm beat them in a way they haven't had to win before, and J-Storm hasn't proven to me that they can do that. So Forward, even though I don't think J-Storm's going to get crushed in the lanes again.
All right.
Blitz, I need to know, you got the shower of information. What did you see?
Dude, I didn't pee on myself. Like,
What did you see in that info? Are you a forward or a J-Stormer?
I'm gonna go with forward.
Okay.
I do not believe in Lich as a hero, and I think that the Timber Mag is a very slow combination of a 3 and a 4.
Alright. That makes sense to me. Oh my goodness, it's the bad guys from Star Trek! Whoa!
The board? Dude, I knew he was gonna go to Star Trek, so that's why I was trying to think of Star Trek villains.
Oh, really? I mean, you're
He
starting to
did
figure
Star
out the grand
Wars
meta.
last time.
You've got the grand meta on lock.
Yeah. At that point, he's just going to another sci-fi star something. It's the board.
The board. Why don't you let me tickle you before we start games? It makes me stronger. That sounded really weird without context on stream. But
I don't know why you just said that out loud.
there was no.
What if I'm uncomfortable with it, William? I don't like being tickled.
That's true. But what about the things that I want and need? As J-Storm is going to go for a pretty standard laning phase.
Speaking of what people want and need, does J-Storm I feel like every single one of these times it's like, well, they're only playmakers, they're mid, they don't have like a whole lot of playmakers out of their supports when it comes to just small skirmishes and getting fights going in 15 minutes. We'll see. Rezo's been super aggressive with his Juggernaut though. So maybe he's still able to fill that staking.
I will say his Omni Slash is 150,000 times better.
What?
Like, you remember in the previous game,
Oh,
when he
okay,
literally
yeah.
there was no good situation where he could cast Omni. I don't even blame Rezo for that, honestly. That's why I was trying to tell people, everyone's like, whoa, Rezo, but like, the caveat is, if he casts his ulti, it's going to end instantly.
Yeah.
Whereas in this game, it's actually good to cast it whenever. Whereas in the last game, there was some weird, specific set of conditions that he had to fulfill before he could summon his ult.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like stuff that's gonna absorb it. There's no defensive save hero on the side of forward.
Oh boy, you are.
Yeah, apparently he's just gonna challenge you for this and take a lot of Whirling Death damage. Of course, he'll get a lot of that back as the Whirling Death debuff fades and his stats return to him. They pick the Sven into the Timbersaw, feeling like they could do it, and you're, I guess, kind of seeing why MSS is just going to solo zone him out for now, because if he does go Whirling Death, then he is very susceptible to the harassment of the supports. But that's why Fear has this backup plan, where he's just going to suicide and stack up a creep wave to guarantee Timbersaw level 2 or 3.
This can't be how Dota was meant to be played.
Yeah. Ice Frog's, there's no way Ice Frog's looking at this and like, aha, exactly as I thought, exactly as I envisioned.
These geniuses figured out my true purpose. The sacred text. What the hell? Like, what kind of abomination?
That's why I've been asking people, like, how do you stop, like, what's your idea to stop backlaning? Because I honestly don't know what you do to stop this. Somebody had this wild idea that put out on Twitter where they're like, creeps spawn randomly in this 10-second window. I don't even think that would stop it.
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't.
And that sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you want to take away the randomness of the game.
Yeah.
There's some heroes that rely on it, and it's like their thing, but it doesn't inherently make or break them. Like crit as a chance in general, right?
Yeah, we went away from Chaos Knight level 1, his crit being a 1% 10 times crit. You guys remember that? That was a thing in Dota 2 Dota 1 once upon a time. We'll see how Snake King performs as the Beastmaster in this game. Crimson Edict just yet. 203.
That means he had to have been stunned like twice and he was playing greedy without a salve or something like that.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen it.
Well, you know, if you want to see it next game we'll have you ups.
What? What? Oh no. He's got some crazy ideas. Well, I knew a fellow with crazy ideas too one day. Austin is Snake King's gonna get run at.
Silencing Swell Moo. You should die here. The reactive armor is going to make it very tanky. Maybe they'll just run out of damage because they no longer have. Alright, well, Moo is going to survive, it looks like, as the tick of the Shadow Words is not quite enough. MSS doesn't have another short fight. Ember Spirit did die again, didn't they?
He's getting worked in this mid lane by CCNC.
Yeah.
Those are 2 solo kills in a row. No one is roaming on him. And
Do you think CCNC has been outplaying the mid lane in all the games?
What happened game 1 again?
Well, he killed him Leshrac versus DP.
Yeah.
And then he didn't. I don't think he lost the matchup Leshrac versus Ember.
No, it was Kunkka Ember.
Yeah, sorry, Ember Kunkka.
He got ganked though.
Silenced, trying to remove it. Nice, skewer away. That's going to be able to buy him some time. They still have damage over time, the Shadow Word, but that's pretty well counteracted by the regen over time he's getting from reactive armor.
Plus the Tango he's going to be just fine as, I mean, they're devoting a heavy tri-lane to this. This is the one upside right now for J-Storm, is that this top lane Jug's getting more or less absolute free farm. He's already up to 21 denies. And the Timber's he's doing okay considering the circumstances, them straight up just tri-laning him.
Didn't we say that last game though? This side Resolution is getting 1v1 where he's absolutely free farming.
Yeah.
So J-Storm will need to perform a little bit better than they did last game with the same conditions. I don't know what that line being drawn by Highlight Eye is. Maybe he wants CCNC to move down the bottom, try and pressure Moo a little bit more. I mean, a Timbersaw that has a bad laning phase, boy, that hero doesn't recover very quickly.
The problem with that hero is you're way back into the game, Snake King to recover. Whereas like the Timber Saw, like where is he supposed to go to come back into his game? He's got to farm more.
MSS does just a little bit to slow down the push at bottom lane before safely TPing over to mid.
Yes,
It's
and
not
this is
actually going to be able to
preemptively defend mid tower at all times.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're War and you're the one position and you just want to hit Ancients. The best thing you can do for your team without actually participating in fights is to defend this mid tower. It's the way of saying like, guys, I'm doing something. I'm useful.
1437 TP in immediately. The Beastmaster and Leshrac back, so he figures they gotta have vision here. They don't. They threw Hawk a little bit later and they found that, but just generally good game sense from forward.
This is where the Hawk should really like pay off. The Warriors should feel strong.
Just keep on putting it by this shrine area so you see any rotations. And you can farm the lane and the neutrals.
And if they de-ward you, or they put down a sentry and they kill their Hawk anyways, well, it confirms something for you anyways.
Yeah.
It's like a win-win situation, the Hawk in that position.
The lens for MSS coming up soon. Heals on CCNC. Snaking with the medallion. On the other side, we've got J-Storm, who's been farming up quite the storm for resolution with the Empower. His enemy building a Manta coming up soon. Blink Dagger almost for Fear. And we're going with physical damage build for 9 because of the Empower, I'm guessing. So just continue to go down that path. CCT, the smoke up with MSS. They're going to be able to find another kill onto Moo, and this time
Smoke and kill into this hidden
turn it
raid.
into a tower again, unless this creep wave just never...
You can do this whenever you have the ward. The crazy part was that they didn't even need it because of how underfarmed the Timber is.
Yeah.
But take control of this area, make it very impossible for them to play this camp, and all of a sudden the map becomes so much smaller for Timber. Because where's the Timber supposed to go?
1437 spotted by the ward. Maybe run down here as the Primal Roar is going to come out. The Frost Armor protecting him from some damage, but not nearly enough. And that tier 2 will fall as well. That is just a questionable place to be overall, because it looks like J-Storm had no intention of defending, right?
Yeah, and that's the odd part is that we just talked about how the Beastmaster's going to do this for you, and it just feels like sort of a callous death. It's like, well, I guess I'll run up there myself and see. And then he dies and he's like, guys, I've confirmed. I know where they are.
They definitely have vision. They're definitely taking that down.
It may be a Hawk, but that's not important.
And the team's like on the other side of the map. They're like, yeah, we knew, dude. That's why we're over here.
Did you not get the memo?
He really didn't.
When you play Radiant, in my personal opinion anyways, I think the way that you should want to look at it is like you want to be parallel at all times.
Yeah.
Like, you want to try to avoid the fights, put pressure. Once you've taken this top tier 2 tower and this mid tier 1, it opens up the Roshan next for you too. And because you know that this Timber Saw can't fight.
Boots of Travel with a Beastmaster. That's always a deadly combo, and that means Moo. With the Boots of Travel, it just means he's really not creating that much space with these deaths.
Every time they will do this to you if you go top.
Yeah.
And because you continue to go top, they'll continue to do it. Because it's rewarding them, right?
Yeah. Just keeps working out for them.
Whereas Rezo's like, I'm just continuing to farm down here, and he's going to take advantage of the fact that he's in the right position, and no one, every time they go top, they're not even using roars, the crazy part.
Yule's on 9. Does he have a Remnant out? Yeah, I don't think so. He only has a slight into Remnant to the side, but it gets Prowler Roar now silenced up as well. The Ember Spirit falls.
Go Roche.
That's a big kill, because yeah, they've been shutting down Timber Saw's game, but still have to worry about the other 2 cores.
They're actually gonna win. I guess there's no pressure.
Yeah. kill it, or you have the information to have the team fight successfully. Either way, it's a win-win.
As they are going to go into the Roshan pit, and when you take the mid-tier 1 tower and the top tier 2 tower, this is what this affords you, because you can place such deep boards like the ones we see here and here, and that'll confirm, especially once they saw the timber.
The Hawk coming in as well. So much vision. So they can test out Roshan. If not, like if J-Storm are in the area, they have the vision to be able to back out safely.
And Yawar is just going to run forward. They smoked for that, but they probably want to re-establish vision around here.
Honestly, I think they could take a team fight because they've got BKB for Yawar. They still have
Pyso.
Yeah, you can hear him every once in a while. It's just testing to make sure his ultimate still works.
Still got it, baby.
Community of God strength as Roshan gets low.
What's your play here?
Nothing. That's the play. No play.
Gets stunned, but doesn't matter too much as they're just going to disengage off of that. Oh, they actually ran into...
Moo gets to the high ground, but doesn't have an easy way out. He's got... Whoa, no.
Dude, Moo is...
Gonna take one more chain, but not even that.
He has had the roughest of times.
Yeah, this is 0, 6, and 0. He comprises over half of the deaths on J-Storm.
The best score on J-Storm right now is Rezo at 0, 0, 0.
Yeah, just not dying. That's a win, apparently. 1437, he's going to be next up on the chopping block that Yawar is currently hammering over and over again. See? Yeah, he's going Shadow Blade. I mean, in a game when you're that much stronger than the enemy, the Shadow Blade never, like, it has no impact when it comes to pushing high ground. That's the one thing I don't like about it. So he gets Blink Dagger instead. Thank you, Yawar. I said it, he thought it. We're melded up here. Because they should very rapidly be hitting high ground. And it is going to be a bit of a tough task to be able to break that, just because there's Ember Spirit with Magnus, and he does have a Desolator. Then again, forward have Warcry. And that can soak up every bit of damage that Sleight of Fist does. Resolution has his healing ward picked out. He's going to try and spin. They fake out the splitter. The UR goes for the back line. A nice two-man stun. Cuts the Lich in half. And now he's going to be able to bring down Moo as well. The chain comes out from the side as 9 comes back in with his remnant, but knows he has to escape. Nobody from forward is low enough for him to clean up a kill.
I was trying to confirm when the last time they got a kill was.
Okay.
And if they've actually gotten...
And when was that?
I think I found the match ID. I really want to know now, because I feel like they didn't get a kill for the last like 30 minutes in the previous game.
Yeah. It was a real one-sider. 14-0, 10,000 net worth lead. This is Game 3 of the North American qualifiers for the International. Forward. Barry Head in this game, looking to be able to go ahead in the series. Pilot finally drops the chaotic offering, and they will be able to get the soulbind off of it, but leading off of the 2 supports is a good start for J-Storm, but at the same time, UR has found the back line of the Lich. They do manage to get the Primal Roar under Resolution. Of course, they may have found supports that were easy to kill, but they themselves just get torn apart by CC&C. All he needs is disables, and in this case, Ember Spirit to not have any more weapons.
They did finally pick up something, though.
They did.
It took 22 minutes, but they have put themselves on the board.
A 2-for-4 exchange.
That's honestly as good as it gets right now. If you look at the gold change, it actually went up positively for J-Storm.
Oh, yeah. 232 for old Ember Spirit. Because he got, let's see, where are the kills on MSS? 417 gold, and Pilot Die was worth 220. Honestly, I'm not sure if I've seen too many times that Pilot Die was ever worth over 200 gold.
He's worth a lot of my heart. As they have taken all but one of the tier 2 towers. Every objective so far has gone their way. Every team fight is guess I could see a world where if Fear hits like the sickest, I think Fear is the only one that can win them this game anymore.
Yeah.
Because he's literally their only like hard stun. Like Chains is no longer a hard stun. When I say hard stun, I mean like.
You've got the spooky, scary stare of 1437.
It all comes down to like, can Fear hit a 5-man RP?
Yeah.
If he can, I would give them a chance. Alright, I think that Dota Buff will say, or Dota Plus will say 97-3.
97-3. Yeah, that sounds about right. 98-2. Yeah.
I should have
gone.
a little bit, but close. Close. I was giving a little bit more to the Empower plus like the 1% chance of that Dream RP.
Yeah. You've got big dreams. So does J-Storm. They've got the dream of heading to the International. Unfortunately, that dream first must go through Forward, who's currently on a rampage throughout the map. They are just moving around with his boots to travel the back line. There is going to be the Ember Spirit, but, oh, there's the RP locking down 2. Oh, and no, jumped into the stun, and now he's been controlled up, and he doesn't get a single spell off. Disaster strikes as J-Storm thought they had a chance to do something small there, and instead they're going to lose 4. Ember Spirit, the only one to get away.
That was what it was, right? The Grim stun at the end.
Swell exploded right as he blinked in.
That's painful.
I'm not even sure if they would have won that fight.
They would not have.
I'm not even sure if they would have traded evenly.
They would not have.
But
it would have been something.
They might have done some damage.
It would have at least given you some info to like how close or far you are to winning the fight.
How screwed are we? This Omni Slash will tell.
Did we kill one guy? That looks okay then.
Are they both above 50%? Well, time to sit in the fountain.
As they are going to get a free routes here. What was the last game score? It was like 4-33, and now we have 23-2. Jeez Louise. Also, I checked last game. It was like they hadn't gotten a kill in 15 minutes, and then they didn't get a kill in 22 for this one. That is rough. They are getting... This has been all Forward. I just wanted to know that because of how dominant that sounds.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that happen before in a finals. You know?
Yeah. That goes to show you.
That's kind of wear on you, just like especially as like an off laner or something like this. Of course, the safe lane in the mid, they're just farming up anyway. They don't notice that stuff. But like a support off laner who wants to run around and do stuff, you know, just not remembering the last time you got a kill ever. That's some psychological warfare.
I really hope what they take from this lineup is to speed things up for themselves, not have to rely on like get away from the Magnus concept.
Yeah.
Like pick stuff that can fight, that looks to fight, that is strong at some point in the game. You know, give Moo something that can patrol the map, be this like scary presence. Because I think that's really what they're missing is they just don't really have kill potential at the mid game. So the games will naturally devolve into looking like this. When you can't get any kills and there's nothing for you to set up, you're just waiting around.
And like J-Storm had, I would say, similar core lineups to what Forward has now. Do you think the difference is those supports?
Yeah, I mean, we said how, well, I really don't like Glitch as a hero right now.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see what the point of it was last game. He wasn't able to zone out. He wasn't able to zone out the axe. Remember when he just died?
Yeah.
And then the point of his hero just kind of felt pointless. I kind of get that, you know, the frost armor is a cool concept, but then you have another hero that's sort of passive and doesn't have kill potential himself either.
Yeah.
Unless he's like really far ahead.
I mean, even like Secret, when they draft Greedy and they put a lot on mid-ones, like mid-Ember Spirit to make plays happen, even he usually has, you know, like either the 3 or 4 position
That can go and
help
kill.
him get kills, but
Yeah.
this is just...
You're just drafting, it feels like you're just drafting yourself into a hole. And that's unfortunate because we saw, especially in game 1, with what is an even draft, what J-Storm can do. As Moo is spotted out once again, CCNC's trying to catch him. The old once it pulses once you know for sure where he is. As the Grimstroke is making his way up here. MSS has that Aether Lens. He's going to go down again.
And then add on to the fact that usually mid-1 is able to walk away from his laning phase, you know, even or run around and make kills happen.
This shouldn't be a thing where Yawar literally gets to take your bounty runes in front of you by himself too. No one's near him, by the way, and no one has any way to get near him aside from the Warlock, who is not a fast hero, but he's so confident that they're not going to do anything at this point.
I'll give you an example of that. I watched Pila die solo TP to this offlane tower to defend it.
I see.
You know, when you're solo defending, oh, they do manage to get the Primal Roar onto 9. That's a dead Ember Spirit. And at the same time, that full dead heroes in mid lane, Yawar. God strength, double damage. He's like, well, time to end the game now. I'm going to hit your tier 4s. You're going to buy back, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we back up. Honestly, not sure if they need to. Double damage is going to wear itself out soon, and God Strength is only going to last so long. If they stay past God Strength draining out, it goes to show how confident they are.
Yeah, they're like, this game is all but wrapped up.
Look at that. The Orchid with the Stormhammer stun on to 9. He'll survive through this bit of burst from the Orchid. He's
trying not to
there,
overcommit.
but he jumps back into the fountain. Now Yawar has overcommitted himself and will die. Inkswell, no chance to be able to get the explosion. RP locking down Pili die, but he gets silenced as he missed MSS. He was hoping to grab both support and the Beastmaster. I'll pull back on CC&T. Can Resolution actually bring down this Slash right fast enough? He doesn't have his Omni Slash we already used to be able to bring down the Sven, so he's pretty much run out of damage, even though CC&T doesn't have Yawar here. Timbersaw, he's caught, silenced up, and that's it. GG is called from J-Storm. They know it's time to just move on to the next game, see if they can come up with a plan that allows them to even up this series and try and push it to a Game 5.
Game 2, let me just put this out here for our analysts. Game 2, the score was 32-4. Game 3, the score is 32-4.
Wait, was it really?
Well, no, I think it was 33-4. It was 33-4, and now it's 32-4.
Lelőtték a saját drónjukat. visszahozott? Hát kurva anyád. Bassza meg! Az egész taktikám nem megy a kukába ezzel. Szopatós, bazd meg! Azt a kurvág, én beszoptam. Nem hiszem el.